You set my body, all of my body on fire.
I melt in your hands, soaked in sweat when we dance. I fall to my knees, baby. Wanna get you alone, I'm not ready to ignite. I want us to go.
Hi fam, my name is Vuvu and welcome to my channel. If you are new on here, please consider pressing that red subscribe button down below and joining the family. If you're an oldie, a member of the fam, welcome back fam, and thank you for joining me once again. It is the start of a new vlog. I am starting this vlog a little bit late, but it is Monday and I made sure to start it on a Monday because child, if I don't, then the sequence just doesn't make sense to me either. So and because my vlogs are delayed, I think I've told you guys this, it also gives me a great comfort knowing that I've already got a vlog for the next week, so I'm not operating on anxiety. Today I've just finished work and today has been, rather the weekend has been quite busy because I had to do a bit of cleaning, laundry, etc. because I've put my lady that helps me on pause for a bit. Just trying to figure my life out. Right now I'm going to be cooking and cleaning and trying to iron uniform for my kids, so it's not going to be a very long intro. I need to get that over and done with because I also have to help them with some projects on their homework. Anyway, I'm basically popping on here to let you guys know that I picked up this bad boy. This is gonna be my second can because it's been all the hype, and by the time you see this I'm sure most of you would have already tried it, but it's been all the hype this week, so I figured why not try it. And you know what, I absolutely love the taste. It's definitely a morning drink because of course it's a mimosa filled with nice orange juice. So they say here it's grape beverage, alcoholic grape beverage with real orange juice. It really does taste like a mimosa. I've seen some people are saying they're adding more sparkling wine to it. I don't really think you need to. I'm okay with the quantity that they've put in here, and like I'm saying, I did have one just to try it out and I am enjoying it. So I'm gonna sip on this as I cook and clean and iron, etc. Hopefully when all of that is done, I still have enough energy to come back and chat to you guys about the books I mean to read during this vlog. In other news, I did kind of end the last vlog a bit abruptly. I think I stopped talking to you guys when I was watching the Twilight series. The weekend ended up being very hectic for me. Like I'm saying, I was trying to get a lot of stuff done, especially the laundry because it's been piling up, and we had sprints. I managed to finish one book during the sprints and start another one which I hope to finish this week. So that would have brought to 8 the books that I finished in July. If I manage to finish the other one, then it will be 9, 8, yeah, I think 8, then it will be 9, which would be great. I will show you guys the books that I have currently open that I'm hoping to finish before the month is up. The month is ending this week, in case you were wondering. And while we did a great thing, it keeps coming off, guys. Like, because I've been busy and I've been using my hands a lot, they've been in water, they've been like, I don't know, my system just wants to clean. I don't know what that's all about. Okay, and I hope it relaxes soon, but that's what I've been doing. And so my nails have been breaking left, right and center. So I think my next set, I'm not going to use this method where I glue on a tip, because it's proving to be very difficult, especially on my right side, in terms of keeping it, because I use this hand more often than this one. But I will show you the next set that I do. Hopefully it will work out the way that I have thought it will in my head. Okay, so let me not babble, let me give these kids a chance to finish their homework, start my cooking, do the ironing, and then finally the dishes. So like I'm saying, I'm gonna catch you quite later on today. Otherwise, if you have not tried this and you are a mimosa girl or you are a brunch girly, you'll enjoy it, trust me.
Turn up every light, baby, burn me to ashes. Then I rise, then I rise.
You set my body, all on my body. You set my body, all on my body on fire. You set my body, all on my body. You set my body, all on my body on fire. You set my body, all on my body. You set my body, all on my body. You set my body, all on my body. You set my body, all on my body on fire. You set my body, all on my body. You set my body, all on my body on fire.
Shut down in my brain. Don't know what to say. Too much chemistry, baby. Wanna get you alone, now not ready to ignite. I want us to go home, now turn up every light, baby, burn me to ashes. Then I rise, then I rise.
You set my body, all on my body. You set my body, all on my body on fire. You set my body, all on my body. You set my body, all on my body on fire. Fire, 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 fire. Fire, fire, fire. Fire, fire, fire. You set my body, all on my body. You set my body, all on my body on fire. You set my body, all on my body.
She can drive. She can drive faster than a
Okay, you can read it.
Good morning, class. Today I'm going to tell you about hiccups. She is a bus with 4 windows and yellow lights. Like all buses, she can drive, but she can drive faster than a normal bus. She has black wheels and is red. She has a ladder on her side. And that's it.
Don't you think this is a fire truck?
It looks like a bus.
Okay. Say it again.
Good morning, class. Today I'm going to tell you about hiccups. She is a bus with 4 windows and yellow lights. Like all buses, she can drive, but she can drive faster than a normal car. I mean, the normal bus. She has black wheels and is red. She has a ladder on her side. Bye. Even though I think that's full. Wait, let me come to full stop. 5 facts, but
Name the facts for mommy.
the first fact is me telling them about hiccups.
What are you saying, Galogi? An fact is a fact, so it can't be. It's me telling. What is it? What's your first fact?
My first fact is she is a bus with 4 windows and yellow lights.
Okay, fact number 1.
And the last one is she can, like all buses, she can drive, but she can drive faster than a normal bus.
Okay, so those are 2 facts, ne? So maybe you can say, hi fam, so it is Wednesday. We are having a bit of a hard day today, but anyway, we wore the glasses for the first time today and the earrings. I don't think I want to delve into everything that just happened today, but I'm not in the best of spaces right now, but it will pass. Sorry, basically long and short of it, some fraudulent activity happened on my account. That's how bored I am. That's why I'm rolling my eyes like that. But it looks like everybody who needs to be working on it is working on it, so that's that on that. In the meantime, I also did do a new set of nails using a different method. I'm just gonna see how it lasts. If it lasts the way that I need it to, this will be my go-to method. My thumbs I'm not too happy about. I think I didn't use the right sizing for them, but it's a learning curve, so I'm okay with that. This is what it looks like on my right, so I'm happy with what it looks like. I recall I said that I would let you guys know what it is that I'm reading this week. So the books that are on my radar, I have finished one already today, and that is The Prophets by Robert Jones Jr. This one was sent to me by Jonathan Ball Publishers for review purposes. Absolutely loved what he did on this. It was very reminiscent of Toni Morrison, who happens to be one of my favorite authors that comes out of the Americas. Absolutely love what Robert did with this one, and it is his debut. And this one we follow 2 queer men living in a plantation during slavery, and each of the chapters on this one is named after something biblical, because initially it looked like it was named after biblical books, but at some point there was like the Balm of Gilead or something like that, which is not a biblical book, but it's a biblical reference. The characters' names as well tend to come out of the Bible, and if you have any knowledge of Christianity as it is told in the Bible, you will be able to draw those parallels in the characters as well as the characters in the Bible, if you hear what I'm trying to say, which makes it even more, or that more excellent. So we journey through this and see this couple through their own perspective as well as the perspectives of the community that surrounds them. We see the injustices upon them as a black queer couple, as well as the love that they do get from wherever they get it. We also see the camaraderie between black American slaves at that time, and basically questioning whether there's more to being human than just what the naked eye sees, if you get what I'm trying to say. And it is so well told, so excellently told. If you are somebody who likes to consume some queer literature and you feel you haven't seen any queer male characters, black male characters in this time zone, I think this one would be a very good one. There are a lot of triggers in this one, so sexual assault, racism, those are the first 2 that come to mind, and abandonment, I suppose. and obviously everything that comes with the whole idea of slavery and what impact it had on Black people. So you do go into this one a little bit cautious. Very well written, very well narrated. I did hybrid read this one with an audio on Audible. I will definitely be rereading it because it's one of those that at first glance you can tell it's excellent, but you don't know just how excellent it is, if you hear what I'm trying to say. So it is definitely going to be one that I keep on the reread shelf. And I did rate this one a 5-star, in case you were wondering. On my radar this week, I'd like to finish All the Devils by Caitlin. You guys know about this one. I did tell you about it. I tried to read it during the sprints last weekend, but I didn't get very far because I was more productive, so I couldn't be sitting on the desk and actually reading off the page. So I had to do a few things around the house, which is why I haven't gone to the gym this week either. I won't be going this week because there's a few things I want to do around the house now that I know that I'm the only one who's going to be catering for the cleanliness of this place. So I just want to make sure that all my ducks are in order. So even though I am not at the gym, trust me, I'm doing a lot of heavy lifting in this house chair. Believe you me, I am. In my misery, I decided to crack open an audiobook just to distract my mind, because what happened did trigger me. I'm sure if you guys have been following me for a while, you know that was it last year? Last year, January. Oh my goodness. Last January, I had another incident that is fraud related that really like traumatized me to the point where I was diagnosed with post-traumatic stress disorder. Okay, but anyway, we are not there. So this thing really did trigger me. I'm burning my incense cha. I'm trying to get into my zone. I am currently on shift. I'm just taking a short stretch break so that I can just gather myself, because I did use a lot of my break time trying to inform the necessary parties about what happened so that things can fall into place, you know. Anyway, so because I wanted to get a little bit of a distraction, I did finish Breaking Dawn Part 2 today. Listen to me. If you've watched those movies, right, that last battle scene with the Volturi chair, like, I was gaping, I was drooling as if I was seeing it for the first time. They captured that so well on the television. And like I said to you guys, I was only watching this time around because I wanted to get into Midnight Sun by Stephanie Meyer, which is told from the perspective of Edward when he met Bella. So a lot of what I'm probably like on chapter 2 or something. Yep, I am on chapter 2, so I haven't been really tracking with the book, but the chapters are quite long. For example, chapter 2 ends on page 56. So sorry, I got distracted there. I've just started, so part of this first few chapters or couple of chapters is just him placing himself in the scenes that we already know that Bella has already told us about, right? So when he vanished that first time, after meeting Bella, where did he go? His perspective on what he saw from his side, right? And not necessarily obviously from Bella's side, and what his frustrations were, etc. And we get we've learned something new, I suppose, one thing new so far about love interests, not his particularly, people who had an interest in him before he met Bella. But that's where we are. I'm also hybrid reading this one. I'm listening to it on Audible, and the narrator is quite good, so I am enjoying that. And I can, because I think I've just hopped from the movies, I can picture it so clearly. Absolutely enjoying it. This copy was sent to me by Wordsworth Books, I almost said publishers, Wordsworth Books, for review purposes. So I can't wait. Like, I feel like it's gonna do, you know, I feel like my heart needs a hug, and I think this is what's gonna help. It's honestly going to just lull me a bit, because yeah, Sure. Anyway, like I said, I don't have that much time. I did not want to be on the other half of this vlog without telling you guys what it is that I feel like I want to get through this week. So those are the books that I want to get through. So today, let's call it Book Wednesday or whatever, because I'm just going to show you the books that I also recently received from publishers. 2 seconds. Okay, let's see what's in the box. Okay, this one I got from Penguin. I can't show you. Okay, maybe I can do that. Because it's got my address here. So I got this copy from Penguin. This is The Legend of Mamlambo by Charles Sibote, illustrated by Janika Pronier, and it is told in English. This I definitely wanted for my kids. In case you guys don't know what a Mamlambo is, it's a mermaid, and it says, "Welcome to Spookfontein, our strange little town where everything is spookier than it seems." Okay, child. Okay, so it says, could the legend of Mamlambo, the snake-like water goddess, actually be more than just a story? Obviously, there's a bigger synopsis on there, but I'm absolutely loving the illustrations on this one. The pages are pretty glossy, but I think they give justice to the actual images. This is looking very good. Can't wait to read it to the kids and then to read it for themselves. I'm excited about that one. My next package came from NB Publishers, the Kwela stable particularly in there, and this is the second book in Busisekile, wow, Kumalo's series, and this is Rubies and Rain. If you've seen my TBR for the month of August, you will have seen the first book in this one. So I can't wait. I'm gonna read both of them in the month of August, child. That's right. I know that's right. That's right. And I'll go on and fangirl about the cover and stuff, because the first cover was absolutely stunning. Then my last package was from Pan Macmillan, South Africa. They sent me 2 books. So they sent me Only Big Bum Matters Tomorrow by Damilari Kuku. And listen, this is our July, August fully booked book club read, and I cannot wait to tuck into this one. I haven't had a Nigerian read in such a long time, so I am definitely looking forward to this one. If you do not know who Damilare is, she is the author of Nearly All the Men in Lagos Are Mad, and that is a collection of short stories. So this is her debut novel. And the next one that I have is The Serpent and the Wings of Night. I'm only laughing because I said I didn't get this book. I've been telling everybody that I did not get this book, and I have been begging because Nontli had an extra copy for her to give it to a girl, right? And Charity was reading it during what's this thing, our last sprint, yeah, yes, last weekend, and I was out there drooling, telling her, "Ucha, can't wait for Nontli to bring me the book." Because meanwhile, Pan, my beloved Pan Macmillan family, did go by me because I feel like my August TBR is now, it was here, it was ambitious to start with, but now it's kind of like here, because what is this? Okay, okay, absolutely loving this cover. Have heard great things about this. It's a vampire fantasy, so it brings me back to where we are You get it? I'm in my vampire zone right now. Okay, I was in my fae zone for quite a bit. I haven't finished that last book in the Kingdom of Lies series that I was listening to via Everan, but Lalela, after the fae, give me the vampires any day or day. So this is what I'm gonna be. Oh, I'm looking forward to I'm looking forward to this entire pile. I'm gonna try get little Miss Iana to read me the Mam Lambo book herself. She definitely loves reading, but I'm just gonna task her with the process because I want to see if it is something that is accessible to her as well. Anyway, that's my update for today. I don't know if I'll see you guys any later than this. I think this vlog is mainly filled with updates, which is okay. Sometimes it happens, and like I'm saying, today was not the day for the girl, okay? But then tomorrow we're doing better. Tomorrow I am off, thank God. I need that time off. I will be working on my store. I'm actually very close to the store, like my store shelf. So let me just show you guys. Okay, if it will allow. Child, I think I was being ambitious. That is Hive Bookstore. So those are all the books that I've got on sale, but I need to refresh my website with some of these as well as kind of price them, etc. So I will try and do as much as I can tomorrow. So I don't know how much camera time I'll have, but definitely trust you me, one of the things that is top on my agenda tomorrow is to get some sleep, child. I'm tired, and I think Shark Week is approaching, so explains a lot, but let's not overindulge. Thought I'd let you guys know what's up, what's popping, and let me go back to Edward and finish off my shift. Okay, good morning fam. So it is Saturday morning, and the kids are getting ready. They're bathing. They've been invited to an early morning birthday party. A friend of mine's son is turning 5, and we're going to celebrate. I have work very early afternoon, so I'm glad that the party is not an afternoon party so that I can also be there. Where was I? Oh yes, I'm still reading Midnight Sun. I'm about halfway. I'm on chapter 17. I'm about halfway through the book, and so far so good. It's such a delightful read. I just saw something that I didn't understand. It's a very delightful read. We are getting, obviously, like I was saying earlier, the Twilight story through Edward's gaze, and so far it seems like it's only that story that we're getting through his gaze, which would sort of kind of make sense because there was not too much of him in New Moon, and I won't lie, part of me is hoping that she tells us some of it in Breaking Dawn and Eclipse, right? So, but I'm not sure. I'm just looking here. I did get the novella, The Short Life of Bree Tanner. I got it at I think I just shared with you guys. I got it at a library sale that I attended in Sandton. So I haven't read that yet, but it is a novella, so the way I feel about those is that you don't really have to read them. You can continue with the story. So far so good. Sorry, I don't know why I keep saying so far so good. I am focusing on these two that are meant to be bathing, by the way, and they keep giggling. That's the other thing. It's working out very well so far. Love the perspective from Edward's point of view. It does kind of, like, you know, when you feel like there's two sides to a story, or when they say there's two sides to a story, it does kind of like plug in the other sides that you didn't even know that you needed to hear. Please close my door. Close my door, please. Thank you.
Hi.
that you that you didn't even know you needed to hear. But he's so gracious about his story. You get to understand his affliction a little bit more. It does kind of feel like, to an extent, because you know the rest of the story, it kind of like feels like it's either this is like a hunter playing with his prey, or the best love story ever. You know, the one that teaches him restraint, one that teaches him consideration, one that teaches him, he's a little bit obsessive, okay, don't get me wrong, but one that teaches him passion as well. Like it's at this point, if this is the only book you read, you're in your head, you don't know whether is he gonna kill her or is he going to fall in love with her. We know because Alice keeps insisting that it's gonna be one of those two, but you're like, could any time they're together be the time for falling in love or for death? But obviously I'm playing like I don't know what happens in the story because it makes that a little bit more interesting. Anyway, I am babbling. I thought I'd say hi. I was MIA the last 2 days. I was still in my Mbalinkapo phase. So I'm so happy with how my downstairs area looks in terms of how clean it is. I was cleaning, I was folding laundry, child. I was, oh my god, and like the cycle repeats again tomorrow because I'm doing laundry. Pray for a girl. Tomorrow I want to clean the upstairs area. My kids' room is giving me such frustration. Like, I don't understand why everything has to go on the floor. I honestly don't get it. I don't understand why clothes, toys, lotion, anything, everything, books, pencils, why is everything on the floor? Anyway, so I'm gonna focus mainly on my room and the bathroom, and I'm gonna watch people clean their room. There is absolutely no way. There is no way. Oh, I also cleaned up my shelves, my clothing shelves. I remember a few vlogs ago I had said I wanted to do that. I did get around to that. So it was a busy 2 days. I wasn't looking, not that I look good for camera right now, but I really definitely was looking like I was in shambles, okay? So I decided that those 2 days are best not captured on camera. Okay, let me do a little bit of reading while they bath, and then I'm gonna take a shower as soon as they're done, and we're gonna head out. So we'll catch you guys at some point, I suppose, during the day.
You set my body, all of my body on fire.
I melt in your hands, soaked in sweat when we dance. I fall to my knees, baby. Wanna get you alone, I'm not ready to ignite. I wanna.
Well, if it isn't Monday, I also woke up with this big thing on my lip. Anyway, we are neither here nor there. I actually had a long debate in my head on whether or not to shoot this week's vlog, but I feel like I'm on a roll, so I don't want to, you know, mess that up. Been to the gym. You know that last week I took some time off, mainly cleaning my house. My house is spick and span, child. Even my kids' room is spick and span, child. Right, I'm in the middle of laundry right now. It's quite chilly in Joburg actually today. It's chilly and windy, but it's neither here nor there. I'm about to start my work shift in a few, but I'm gonna have enough time to quickly take a shower and make my bed. That's the only thing I haven't done this morning, is make my bed. It being a Monday, you know, I did scrape my car driving out for drop off today. Park it at the exact same place I've parked it for years, but for some reason today I just could not measure the distance, so I scraped the front of my car. I'm hoping it's not a biggie. Okay, so I feel like that's the update so far for the day. I went to the gym, dropped the kids off. My son's got an assignment, which is the reason why I didn't shoot too much yesterday, because between the cleaning and helping him with the assignment, it was just too much, so I had to focus. And so now we tuck into the books. I have this much left, like less than that actually. I probably have like 20 or so minutes, but I'm at the epilogue of Midnight Sun by Stephanie Meyer. I absolutely loved this version of events. This is obviously from Edward's perspective, like I shared with you guys, but what I loved about this is that it gave us even more insight into his siblings, and why they are the people that they are, and what they foresaw of Bella before she became a part of the family. And what I don't like though is that I thought that it was an all-encompassing focus from his perspective, right? I thought that it would have all 4 books in one, in the sense that Twilight, New Moon, Eclipse, and Breaking Dawn's perspective of what Edward was going through. But it really seems like it's just Twilight. So I don't know if Stephanie Meyer feels like in a few years time she's gonna have another book too, which I really wish she doesn't. Like, it would have been nice to just have Edward's view in one book, but so well written. The Edward character is so easy to love. Your compassion towards him is unmistakable, and his reasoning capacities, though they are flawed because of he thinks he's a beast, whatever, they are justified. He's really quite an endearing character, and coming and understanding his point of view really was sunshine and roses for me. So like I'm saying, I'm definitely finishing this one tonight. I'll give you guys my thoughts on the epilogue, but I don't think that anything's gonna change really, so maybe I won't come back to say anything more about this one. I will definitely be doing a review on my blog, www.vuvuvenareads.com, as this book was sent to me by Wordsworth Books for review purposes. So what's in the bag? Okay, there's no bag. What I mean is, what's the plan for this week? What are we reading? I'm so excited. I am going to keep, there's another vampire book that's in my radar. I'm sure by now the TBR is out. Like, I don't know how many times I have to say that my vlogs are delayed, but I like this pacing, so please forgive me. That's why I'm no longer saying the months, etc. in my vlogs, because I don't want you feeling like, oh, it's old news or whatever the case might be. So you would have already seen the TBR for this month, because I'm back to doing TBRs, and I'm so happy about that, because there was a lot of debating in my head, right? But I'm back to doing TBRs. I had a lot of debating about wrap-ups as well, and I thought, let me do wrap-ups from all the way back to March, because that's the last time I did a wrap-up, I think was in February. But I'm like, no, I'm just gonna do the immediate months and just keep it going, because listen child, me trying to backtrack all those books for you guys would not give them any justice in terms of how I would speak about them. I'm sure you get what I mean. But anyway, so I am trying to kill 2 books a week these days. Ambition is my middle name. So first up is Goday's Crown by Sade Lapite. This one was sent to me by Pen Macmillan for review purposes, and I don't know too much about this one, right? I have read I have done a Friday read on this, so I've read the first chapter, and I know that it's a debut. Don't mind my nails, y'all. I'm in the process of taking them off. I just want to give my nails a break. So I am in the process of what? I know that it is a debut and YA fantasy. After the ending of Children of Blood and Bone, I feel like I want some black fantasy, a strong female lead type of situation, you know. So this one is also by a Nigerian. She's British Nigerian. That is Sade Lapite, and it's book 1, I'm assuming, of a series, and it so happens to be her debut novel as well. So I'm looking forward to this. So this is Nigeria week, clearly. Because my next read, also I received this one from Pan Macmillan South Africa. Thank you, Pan. Shout out to Pan. And this is Only Big Bam Bam Matters Tomorrow by Damilare Gugu. She's the author of Nearly All the Men in Lagos Are Mad. And this is her debut novel, as that is a collection of short stories. I obviously know that this is talking about this whole phenomenon of wanting to have a big behind, but other than that, I don't know anything else about this. But judging from the cover and judging from the fact that she also is a Nigerian author, like I said, I'm sure that there's gonna be a lot of entertainment in terms of perspective from women, basically, around whoever thinks that Only Big Bam Bam Matter Tomorrow. Okay, cha. So I'm looking forward to this. These are the 2 books that I have next to me this week. I'm obviously, like I said, going to finish Midnight Sun today before I even fetch the kids, and then I'm tucking into, I think I'll start with Only Big Bam Bam. Yeah, so that because it's not it sounds like it's a contemporary novel and it's not a fantasy, so that I can just pace my fantasies. Other than that, that's all I've got in terms of which books I want to read. And I'm so glad that for once I've told you guys at the start of the week, so I can come back and keep updating you properly, you know, chat. Let me make my bed and quickly take a shower and start this work day. Catch up with you guys much later. Hey fam, so it's Tuesday, and you know what, I'm taking a little bit of a sunshine and tea break. I am on my shift. It is actually meant to be my break time, but I'm not going to take the full thing so that I can have time to go get the kids as well. So I've just made myself some rooibos tea with no milk, just to warm up my hands. It's rather cold. I know that my room looks like the sun is shining, but trust me, it is not warm at all. I didn't go to the gym today. I had a few things to just finish up in the house that I wanted to do in terms of clearing up, cleaning, laundry, etc. I have the weekend off, and I wouldn't like to spend it like doing house chores. I did that last week and the weekend, like last weekend and the weekend before. So this time around I just like to just relax. I've taken off the nails like I said I was gonna do, and actually I think I'm gonna leave my nails like this for a few, maybe 2 weeks or maybe more. I don't know, I'll think about it. Wanted to tell you guys that I did not know how quickly this book would go through. I have finished Only Big Bam Bam Matters Tomorrow. Only Big Bam Bam Matters Tomorrow by Damilare Gugu. I started it yesterday, finished it earlier today, and I rated it a 3.75 stars. That's what I rated it. In this one, I hope you guys don't mind, I'm not going to put it up like this because I need to warm my hands like I said, but you guys know what book I'm talking about. In this one we followed Demi. Demi is the one who's looking to surgically enlarge her behind because she feels inadequate. It seems like when they describe her body type, she's as flat as an ironing board, and this has been an issue in her life for the longest time. She is gorgeous. She has an older sister called Ladun, Ladune is also very pretty, but she's voluptuous as well. And she's felt Temi has felt very lonely in this process of trying to accept her body for what it is. But this is happening around 2020, at a time where Brazilian butt lifts are a thing, and Nigeria is, or rather Nigerian women are leaning more into this. The world of the influencer, snatched waists, big bums, and all of that kind of stuff is everywhere on social media, and she really feels like nobody is interested or can take her seriously until she changes her image, basically, right? So this body image issue is happening on the backdrop of a lot that's going on in her specific life, especially in her family life. In the family life, we navigate themes around grief, around mother-daughter relationships, around sexual assault, around father-daughter relationships, around the voice and influence of aunties in black African, I suppose black in general, families, people knowing their boundaries or overstepping those boundaries. It is told in a very colorful manner. It is very, very, very beautifully told. I absolutely enjoyed every single bit of it. I do, however, feel like the core issue was overshadowed by some of the issues, especially the issues around marriage, around being raised to be a wife. So the main title, I feel, was overshadowed a bit by that. I also felt like the story was too simplified to some extent. Don't get me wrong, the journey was enjoyable, but it almost felt like in some instances it could have given more than what it was giving, and in some instances it could have omitted or given less of certain things. Like, for example, there is an aunt there that is portrayed to be a queer, or rather bisexual woman. I didn't feel like that part of the story added too much to the story at all, actually. There's a variety of things that I felt were missing or could have been added to the story to just give it a little bit more meat. But other than that, very well written, very important story, especially for young black people growing up in the world of inundated media, not just social media, right, about body image and what passes as acceptable or attractive in the media space. Because not so long ago, our own mothers were going through the Twiggy phase where everybody thought that they had to be thin to be attractive, influenced obviously by the Western culture. Now suddenly everybody wants to be a BBW in order for them to be to look attractive. So these things are always changing with times, with the media, and I suppose that as a woman, every single time they evolve, you are validated to feel any insecurity if you do not fit into that specific frame at that specific time, if you hear what I'm trying to say. But anyway, other than that, it is definitely one of those books that I think will spark a lot of conversation. Totally enjoyed the writing, and like I'm saying, I gave it a 3.75, and I've just only cracked Goddess Crown by Sade Lapite. I showed you this one yesterday. It is a fantasy, also by a Nigerian author. It is also quite short, and I am hybrid reading it as well, so I will probably finish this one tomorrow, most likely, as I'm finishing early today, and after work I have no plans, so I want to continue reading. This means that my 2-book goal will have been reached quite early for me this week, so I might grab some of the books that have been sitting on my TBR shelf for quite a bit that I had intended to read earlier this year that I hadn't yet gotten around to, or that I'd sampled but didn't go into. I'm actually at the top of my head thinking I'm going to pick up the second book in the thing with Zola, as well as finish off all the devils, which you guys have heard me talk about in a previous vlog. That's on my Kindle. So I think those will be the two books that I focus on after these two, and hopefully I'll get to finish one of them before the week is up. Other than that, I've got nothing really exciting happening in my life this week, chat, except for the fact that I'm looking forward to some rest. So I'm just gonna sit here, finish my tea, read a little bit more from The Goddess Crown, and go back to work, after which I have to go fetch my kids and do other household stuff before calling it a night. Otherwise, I will most likely check in with you guys tomorrow, if not later today. Cool.
Go on, no, turn up every light, baby, burn me to ashes. Then I rise.
You set my body, all on my body. You set my body, all on my body on fire. You set my body, all on my body. You set my body, all on my body.
Okay, so I still have a little bit more time. I've just finished chapter 1 of Goddess Crown, and so far we have met our, I'm assuming, main character, who might be the lady or the girl on here. Goddess Crown, she's the girl rebel queen, I suppose. What we understand is that, okay, her name is Colithia, and what we understand is that she has been kept in some forest in hiding for what we would call 16 years, I want to say 16 years, as her parents have been running from the king, right? She's not in the forest with her parents. She is being guarded by what seem to be great friends of her parents. So we don't really at this point know who she is. So, like, because of the cover, like I'm saying, and because she sounds like she is the main character, these are the assumptions I'm making. So we don't really know who she is. We know that she gets a delegate of bodyguards that swap out from time to time to protect her. She's got a pet monkey called Yeye, and she's staying with an elderly woman and elderly man. One is teaching her like studies basically, and the lady is kind of like the matriarch, the mom, the caretaker, whatever in the family. The man is called teacher, the lady is called auntie. The pet is called Yeye, and there are two bodyguards that she's made mention of. One is female, who's the current bodyguard, or who's currently on shift as her bodyguard, and the other one was a man that has now been promoted within, I suppose, the army. I forget both of their names at this point. It sounds like she could have been interested in the male bodyguard. That's what it sounds like. That's what it sounds like. Where we are on chapter 1, it sounds like she is planning to run away. And I think planning to run away, from what I gather, to go find her parents herself, because no forthcoming stories have come out from the people that are taking care of her as to where her parents are, why she's in the situation that she is in. And she's a very astute hunter, from what we gather of her personality, and she's a very outdoorsy person. She loves doing things that are more on the adventurous side. Hunting has been the one that has been pointed out, but it sounds like she's been getting defense lessons as well, etc, etc. So that's a lot that she managed to pack into the first 10 pages of the book. So I'm saying all of this because I'm not gonna obviously fill you guys in with every single chapter as detailed as that, but I'm saying this so that when I come back and have any other information, I know that I've told you who's who from the start. If there is any extra people that are shared on here or are introduced to us, I obviously have to share that. But I think the people that we meet initially are the people that the story is going to be hooked on mainly. Okay, let me read one more chapter before I have to. Ooh, okay, I think I might be able to. I almost said it's rather long, but I think I might have time for it. I'm gonna read one more chapter and then go work. Hi guys, so it's the end of the day. I fetched the kids, went to the shops, poured a drink. We don't have connection right now. For some reason I'm feeling like I'm shaking. I'm gonna spill this drink. So as in our connectivity for our Wi-Fi is not working at the moment. I actually would have loved to sit in front of the TV today and watch some television. Haven't done that in a while, but seemingly the service provider is having an issue and they are looking into it. I don't know how long that's gonna take, and I don't know how I'm going to know because let's see, please work, because honestly I don't know if I feel like reading. Okay, while that checks out, I wanted to tell you guys, I feel like there was a time that I went past this library. So at Ferndale on Republic, there's a Bargain Books. Next to Bargain Books, just on the corridor, there are like 2 shelves there where people dump books. So it's known as the Honesty Library. What happens is that you take a book, you either bring it back or you replace it with another book. So I've had quite a few books that I've been wanting to get rid of and I haven't been sure how to do it, and both Iana and Bukanya actually found something they liked there. I think I'll show you guys a clip if I haven't already, and you wouldn't believe, yes, it's not in the best condition in terms of the cover, but these are minor things. You can wipe this off. It looks like it's got, like, you know, coffee stain marks, etc. I'm gonna try and clean it up. Other than that, the actual pages and the book is in great condition. So I managed to get The Well of Ascension, the second book in Brandon Sanderson's Mistborn, for free. That's what it basically means. I am definitely gonna take my books and go replace them there, and I'll definitely go peek there from time to time because I always forget about it. But I've heard a lot about Brandon Sanderson. I have not read his books before, but this is definitely gonna make sure that I start reading the books, because like I'm saying, this is book 2, and I know one person who enjoys, 2 people actually, Bookmarked by Wolf enjoys Brandon Sanderson. 3, Reading with Refilwe, I think, and definitely Booked on Charity. I don't know if I can read this back without knowing what the first book is about. Let me just check. I can't. Or I can. I have to connect to another source. I wanted to check if Everand has, what's this thing, if it actually has Mistborn. Can't believe that, like, we were all going on about how we got books for free. My daughter, on the other hand, decided that she's gonna learn Arabic. That's what she decided. Tried to help her choose different books, child, but she took the Collins easy, learn Arabic easily, or something to that effect. But that's what she went with, and she was reading it throughout the mall, to the point where even the car guard was on some, "Sissy, you're gonna get hit by cars, can't walk and read." And it sounds like she's reading the translations very well. Obviously I think the translations are in English. There is Arabic, as in the actual language is on there, but yeah, I don't know how far that interest is going to last, but it was quite intriguing because, like I'm saying, there were other kids books on there that I was trying to sway her towards, and she was like, nope, I've made my choice. Guys, there's nothing connecting. I've made my choice and this is the book I'm going with, and that's that on that. Okay, meanwhile I was just browsing, child. I didn't think I was gonna find anything, and then I was like, here's a familiar name, let me see what's going on. Whose lucky day is it? Anyway, I'm going on and on and on about this. I'm gonna check on Everand, but this is in such good condition. I'll try to show you guys once I have actually, once I've actually cleaned off. It's just this front cover. I don't know if you guys can see. It's got a bit of staining, but I'm gonna try and clean it off, and this will be as good as new, actually. If there's anything, right, I am not a person who likes thrifting in any other form, but used books, used bookstores, like pre-loved books, those things, I love those things. I don't know why, I don't know how it happened, but I definitely love those things. It looks like I'll check you guys tomorrow because my battery is also flashing. I don't think it's gonna give me a chance to check on Mistborn, because this battery, the minute it flashes as it's finishing. But we are definitely getting a backup battery soon, so hey, 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 hey. Hey, it showed me. I don't think, let's see, ebooks. Let me just say, let me not say Mistborn trilogy, let me just say Mistborn by Brandon Sanderson. And that's what you mean, it's not promising, so I don't want to look. I can't do a smart, right, doesn't make sense to me right now. So let me just leave it be, child. Leave it be, and we will look when we have the means to do the looking. But I see his books get real good ratings, so probably worth the try. Anyway, check you guys later tomorrow, that is. Hi fam, so it is Thursday. Yesterday was just a mess, let me just say that up front. Yesterday we didn't have electricity, we didn't have network, my battery had been low, so I had been charging it, so there was no way of actually working around that. I even had to go finish my shift at my sister's place because the lights actually came back very, very late. So couldn't catch you guys up on much, but there wasn't much really to chat about. I spent the day sleeping in and tidying up the place. I'm always cleaning the place. I feel like that update is the last vlog that I'm ever gonna let you guys know that I was actually cleaning, because that's all I ever do with my days. But yesterday I didn't go to the gym. I really wanted to just sleep in. I was feeling tired. I am in the midst of my cycle, so it also, my body was just feeling a little bit drained, but we're feeling much better today. I just finished my shift. Today was another headache. A few hours after I dropped the kids at school, so I dropped the kids at school, I went to the gym, I started my shift. As I'm busy working, I get a text and then a phone call from my kids' school. My son had an allergic reaction. Seems like he was sharing food with somebody during their break time, and this person offered them cookies. Turns out the cookies had nuts, and so he was all swelled up. they said that they would monitor him for a little bit, gave him some antihistamine, and then after a while they called back and said no, they think that it's best that I go fetch him. However, when I was there, they were saying that he is much better than he was when he got there, because apparently his entire eye was shut, couldn't see, couldn't there were like bumps all over his eye, like it was hectic. But when I got there, it had gone down quite a bit, so I was a little bit relieved. I'm monitoring him here at home now, so there was that minor stress during the morning part of the day. Anyway, I did finish reading Goddess Crown by Sade Lapite, a debut novel by British-Nigerian author, and this I think is gonna be a part of a series. It seems like it's gonna be part of a series. I did get this copy from Pan Macmillan publishers here in South Africa for review purposes. In this one we follow Calothea, right? So she's grown up in a, you know what I'm talking about, right? I can put it away. So she's basically grown up in the forest, being raised by strangers who obviously aren't strangers to her because they raised her, but they are in essence not her parents. So the one stranger she called auntie, the other stranger she called teacher, and they were both responsible for the nurturing side of things as well as for the teaching side of things. I think I mentioned this earlier when I started the book. So she also had bodyguards that were on rotation. The one that she seemed to have a romantic interest in is Nahir. Anyway, one day somebody comes to assassinate everybody who has been minding her. When a bodyguard, when a auntie, when a teacher, when a everybody, looking mainly for her, and she manages to escape the situation with the help of Nahir, ends up in the capital city, and basically introduces herself to the royal court as the heir to the throne, because it so happens that the king has recently died, and she finds out that the king was her father and the queen her mother. And so in this very patriarchal, very man-centered world basically that she enters into as a 16-year-old, she is trying to claim her rightful place as the queen of this land. But these men that her elders, some even older than her dead father, would not comprehend how a woman would want to take on the throne. And as the story progresses, we figure out some betrayals, some lies, some secrets, some conniving, some people who have been at the background of coups. Like, it's hectic, okay? It's hectic and it's flowing. And obviously Sade does sprinkle a little bit of romance there for us. Don't, trust me, there is no spice, but there's this cute romance that is developing in this one, which I absolutely loved. Obviously you call it from page 1, but then at the same time you're like, Willet, are you reading too much into it? Is it gonna happen? Is it not gonna happen? But she doesn't disappoint. This one I think is a good one for young girls, especially young girls, black girls who have not, or who are seeking affirmation of their place in the world, in a world that is pro-male, pro-white male, pro-white female, pro-black man or male, and you just kind of trying to figure out how to gently assert yourself but also hold your ground. I think that Sade has done a phenomenal job with with our main character. Absolutely loved what she did with this book. I ended up rating this one a 4.5 stars, and how it ends is probably the reason why the other 5-star wasn't given. I feel like the ending, what is uncovered at the end is a little bit, I feel like she could have given it a few more pages, like a little bit more time. And I tend to find that this is the thing with a lot of, especially fantasy, but it's a lot of books that I enjoyed. I find that I read, it's coming on well, some things are given enough time, it's flowing, and then at the end it just feels like a sudden rush that, okay, now I've gotten to my page limit, let me quickly call this an end. And I would have loved there to be a little bit, even if it was like a prologue, or sorry, not prologue, epilogue. What's wrong with me? Is it epilogue? Try me. What am I saying? Is it an epilogue or a prologue? Angas, Nami. Like at this point, Nam Angas, I feel like at the end though it's an epilogue, is it not? But you get what I mean. So I would have loved an epilogue, basically, for me to kind of sink into the change that is coming. But like I'm saying, I do feel no Siri, no Chomi. But I do feel like there will be a second book, and I will definitely be glad to read that one. This was a very great first book. Absolutely loved it. I know I did say I was gonna pick up another book, but I thought let me just stick to my TBR for the month and then let those other books be there at the end when I'm looking for more books to read, you know. So the book that has called to me is definitely Sunshine and Shadows by Vuvu Khumalo. This one is all the rave because the second book has just come out. This is a series by South African author, and it's published by Kwela Books, and it's been all the rave because the second book, called Rubies and Rain, yes, Rubies and Rain, has just come out. And listen, I'm in the mood for something local, for something that's gonna give me a bit of drama, for something that's gonna leave me gasping on some could not believe it. So I feel like this is gonna give me that, so that's what I'm gonna tag into. I don't know if you remember, a few vlogs ago I was going through this collection of short of poetry by Koleka Putuma. For some reason I fell off, but I do want to finish this one this week. So I might not finish Sunshine and Shadows depending because I do have the weekend coming up during this vlog. But if I do, you're gonna know about it. But this I plan to finish during this vlog, just so you know. I had to dig it up because I had even taken it away from my bedside and from my TBR / wrap-up table here in my room. So I don't know how that happened, but it is here now. We're gonna go back into it. Okay, so I'm gonna spend the time now reading. I just had some tea. I might make more tea later. I'm going to read. I've got my laptop over there. I need to edit a video to post today since I couldn't post yesterday, and then read some more and call it a night. So there's nothing exciting really that's going on. Yesterday it ended up actually being quite a lot of fun because after work we chilled a bit with my sister. We had a little bit of a DMC, some chit chat, some venting, you know, talking everything life, really everything that concerns a girl, getting some perspective, basically just taking it all out, because who am I gonna talk to in this house exactly? So, and she also stays alone, so who is she gonna talk to in her house? Like, so the minute that we see each other we just blabber on and on and on. But it was so helpful yesterday. It's exactly what I needed. Let me not blabber on any further and let's get right into it. Let's get it. Hi fam. So it is Sunday. I don't know what I did with my day. I'm joking. I read yesterday, but for some reason I couldn't be on camera. I forgot, if I'm being honest. I just forgot that I was meant to be on here. I'm about to do sprints on my channel, so that's my setup at the moment. I did mention to you guys that I would pick up Sunshine and Shadows by Vuvu Khumalo. Listen, I did pick it up yesterday. I read all the way up to the end of chapter 4. I definitely want to tell you about it. Don't get me wrong. As soon as these sprints are up, child, I'm coming back on here to let you know what's up, because a lot is up. Otherwise, I thought, before I forget again, let me start off today on a good note. Catch up with you guys in a bit. quite, well, not quite late, it's like the evening, after 6 p.m. on Sunday, and I'm basically here to wrap up this vlog chat. I finally finished reading Sunshine and Shadows, and I gave it 5 stars. I am definitely, oh, I hurt my book. I'm definitely putting up a review on this on my blog, Instagram, TikTok tomorrow. I'm busy working on the written review as we speak, so if you're curious as to how I found this 5-star read, look out for that. And for all of you people who have read this, I'm just saying, no, let's not all fight for Ian. Ian is ours, all of ours. He's our man. It's Estembo. We are sister wives. Let's just accept that this man belongs to all of us. Okay, chat. Otherwise, yesterday we were sprinting on the channel until midnight. Imagine 12 hours plus sprinting, reading. I love it so much for us, but today I didn't get to do a lot of things because I just came out of another book chat. Actually, we were chatting with Sekile on her current series. The chat was organized by Buitumelo. Her handle on TikTok, let me see, I just want to make sure that I give you the right handle. Her handle on TikTok is Buitumelo Malunga, and listen, she's got great reviews on her channel. She probably doesn't need any recommendation, but well, any, like, what am I saying, she probably doesn't need any introduction, to be honest. But then if you are over on TikTok looking for great book reviews, book recommendations, do hop over on her channel. And like I'm saying, we spent 3 hours chit-chatting on Teams with the rest of the bookish community about this series and with Sekile, and it was absolutely bliss. So it was a book filled weekend for me. And can you guys believe that this is book number 4 of the week closed? Exactly, guys, give me my applause, please, because I have no guarantee that next week will be like this. But I've read 4 books in a week, and my goal usually is 5 books a month, Charles. That TBR might just be possible, Irene. Anyway, thank you so much for joining me, and as always, I love you so very much for choosing me. Until next time, bye now.